Hi everyone. This is something that we all have to do, unfortunately, unless you drive an electric car or ride a bike. But filling up with fuel can be costly. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill up with Shell V-Power this time, because I've got a little idea. But first of all, I'm going to wait for this young lady to move a car, and then move up a little touch further once she's gone. I find sometimes this is the best option, but occasionally you might very well be better using the pump that I'm sat next to, as long as there's space to the side of you for other vehicles to get past. Anyway, time to fill up with the expensive stuff. It's about 18 pence a litre more expensive, and that's about 12.5% more than normal unleaded. But on my last round of fill up, I got 207.5 miles at 24.7 miles per gallon. Let's have a little look at what happens when we use V-Power for a tank. Let's see whether it is actually worth it. So getting on for a week later, I find myself at the Asda filling station when I need filling up again. The car behind dives into the right hand slot, but I don't mind waiting for these two to move up, so it's the same as before. So there's a full tank done. It's quite interesting. I did fill up a little closer to empty, but when I filled up last time I had 62 miles remaining, and this time I filled up and there was 47 remaining. I know that's not an exact science, but we're going to take it as though we've got 15 miles off our total. So let me just show you what we've done. So on that last tank of Shell V-Power, I did 246.6 miles. So we're going to take 15 miles off that. So we're down to 230 miles. And if I remember rightly, it was 207. So we're looking approximately 10% better. I think the MPG is slightly better as well. I'm going to do a few calcs and put the actual numbers on screen and see what percentage increase it is. I've tried to drive in exactly the same way, and I mean by that not how I drive, but the amount of maneuvering that I do. That is quite difficult. So this is only a gauge, nothing scientific about it. There's far more sort of like factors that you would have to get exactly right if this was going to be proof one way or the other. But it does look to me that Shell V-Power or the high octane fuels do tend to give you probably 10% more miles and 10%-ish more miles per gallon. But it's more than 10% more expensive. So is it worth it? Well, I do use it occasionally, probably one in every 3 or 4 fill-ups. I use the expensive stuff. I just tend to find that it helps sort of like flush your engine out, gives it a hotter burn if you like, gets rid of supposedly the carbon deposits within your engine, especially with the work that I do in this particular car. But what's your experience of high octane fuels, and does it give you more miles? Interested to know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.